So hello and welcome to the 4th edition of the Bad Libel. It's a lightning-fast comedy news podcast, 5 minutes of gags based on the last few days' worth of news. This episode is being recorded at the Westwood Centre in West Yorkshire in front of a live studio audience. The other 95 have just popped to the toilet, they'll be back soon. Today's episode was written by Alan Finnegan, Stephen Cookson, Rob Thomas, Kevin Moore, Nicola Houghton, John Reynolds, Joe Popperwell, Paul Savage, Pete Hawkins, Martin Cowles, Mark Williams, Ian MacDonald, Russ Bravo and Simon Butterworth. And we have Sarah Thomas on piano for the big finish. If you want to write for the Bad Libel, get in touch with me, Rob, via www.robbyt.co.uk. Okay, today's theme is the Rio Olympics, an event that has confused millions of Brazilians by giving them a reason to have a massive party that isn't just because it's carnival. Yes, the Olympics are here. Time to listen to commentators asking male Olympians what it's like to be successful and female Olympians what it's like to be a woman in sport. According to a report, male commentators have been undermining female athletes by linking their medal success to their male partners. The report was written by the award-winning journalist Katie Smith, who was taught grammar by her school teacher Kelvin Dawson, funded through university by her father Peter Smith, given a first job at a newspaper by Alan Moss, and handed her award by Chris Patton. After the recent drug scandal, the captain of Russia's women's volleyball team has hit back, saying, "None of us are taking drugs. Other women too scared to speak, but we have balls." And of course, all Russian athletes have been banned from the Paralympics, which is a shame, given that all Putin's critics make up their entire wheelchair basketball team. And so to swimming, and tests have been carried out as the Olympic diving pool turned green overnight. The Russians say there's no truth in the allegations that their swimmers have been peeing in it. And after Tom Daley's bronze in the diving pairs, there have been complaints that not enough publicity has been given to the other guy who stood next to Tom Daley to help Tom Daley to get Tom Daley's bronze. The first gold medal of the Olympics was won in the 10-metre air rifle, which is really long, even for a rifle. And it's been noted that parallel bars seems to be fully accepted in the Olympics, whereas they led to drunken violence at the Euros. In athletics, we've heard that Caster Semenya has ditched the 400 metres to focus on the 800 metres, knowing she can still win the 400 metres on the way. And in other news, it has been reported that Glastonbury and other music festivals are a breeding ground for the measles and a load of other awful bands. MPs are set to fight new grammar school plans. One MP said, "This is really, 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 really important, as grammar at school has been bad, and going into the future it wouldn't be great neither." Jeremy Corbyn says he has plans to rebuild and transform Britain, which is news that has been welcomed by Lego fans everywhere, who are hoping it will be rebuilt into a massive rocket or maybe a pirate ship. And the young, beautiful model Gemma Atkinson has posed naked to promote body confidence, an issue that causes many young girls to feel insecure because of all the young, beautiful models who pose naked. And researchers have arrived at 10 amazing conclusions about UK internet usage. You won't believe number 3. In connected news, historians have also discovered that 300 years ago, more than half of Britain was addicted to their town crier. Some listeners would bump into other pedestrians as they craned their necks to listen. Others would nod earnestly at their chatting friend while secretly concentrating on the crier. Some extreme addicts would even hang around 10 minutes to hear the crier's next shift, knowing full well hardly any news will have changed. A woman kept locked up in Saudi Arabia by her father has been told she can be released and allowed to return to Swansea. She's still considering her options. The Welsh First Minister Carwyn Jones has announced a new target for the number of Welsh speakers by 2050 to be 1 million, or as Carwyn put it, 1 million. And a weather update. There is disruption as high winds batter Scotland, which seems fair enough as they batter everything else. A market research has shown that areas with wind farms do not discourage holidaymakers, with many indicating they are still big fans. So that's it. Please check out the Facebook page, www.facebook.com/badlibel. And to finish, we go live to Rio, where our high-pitched cabaret singer will close out the show. Here in Rio, it's not going as they planned. The doping scandal means the Russians have been banned. The local councils broke, the whole thing might be canned. At least the BBC presenters will get tanned. That's it, that's the end of the show.